Joining me now is the head of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Lindsey Graham. All right, Senator, on the theme of repercussions, in both of these cases, can we expect the DOJ's full involvement?
Yeah, I think so. I think Bill Barr is a man of the Department of Justice. This has been his life's work, and I think he's very disappointed and concerned by the way the FBI handled the FISA warrant application, the counterintelligence investigation, and he's going to be very supportive of looking to find out how this got off the rails.
A lot of folks, when they approach me, I'm traveling around the country, I'm sure you get the same thing. People say, how does Hillary's people, how do they manage to smash BlackBerries? How do they unmask all of these Americans with probably dubious reasons?
Right.
How is the UN ambassador unmasking, like Samantha Power? Like, how is this all happening? There's never any repercussions. But what do you say to them just on that score?
Well, one, let's find somebody to prove that it did happen we all trust. You know, Mueller, I stood behind him because I thought he was a fair guy. A lot of people on our side thought he was in a witch hunt. I didn't, quite frankly. But the president's been vindicated. Let's take somebody like Mueller to ask these questions. Did they get a FISA warrant by using compromised, bogus information?
Well, they did, didn't they?
I think so. Yeah. But let somebody other than Lindsey Graham and Laura Ingraham say it. Let's find somebody of the stature of Mueller to look at the other side of the story, because if they find something, I want people to believe it's based on the evidence, not politics.
Is Bill Barr now looking into the possibility of appointing another special counsel?
I am urging him for one simple reason. This is an emotional event. Most Republicans believe they were out to get Trump. Most people think that Strzok and Page and McCabe and Comey wanted Clinton to win and Trump to lose, and they took the law in their own hands. If that's true, it's horrible. Let's find somebody that can tell us if it's true, take the appropriate action. I think it's very important to have a Mueller-like figure to look into the
I know
other side.
what you think that, but you've had conversations with Barr. I know you had dinner with him the other night. Is he approaching that decision? Is there a timetable in which he'll make that decision?
I think he's going to look at what happened, and the question for him, should it be me and the professionals here inside the building, or should I get somebody outside the system? It's not a question of how, if he looks, it's how he looks.
Well, they're attacking him now. They're trashing his credibility on the left. They're saying that he's just a political actor, that Mueller shouldn't have trusted him to make that obstruction decision. I've never heard of someone who is a Bush attorney general. Everyone's, elevating the Bushes now for a variety of reasons, but I've never heard anyone attack Bill Barr in his professionalism until the left got into their multiple stages of grief here.
Well, so like Adam Schiff has become the new Oliver Stone of the House, there's nothing will ever satisfy them. Bill Barr is one of the greatest people to ever serve in the Department of Justice, highly respected on both sides of the aisle until Trump got to be president. The point I'm making is, let's have somebody that maybe we can find, like a Mueller, to look at the other side.
Now, let's talk about a man who you probably wouldn't recommend take over this investigation, Jim Comey. He was on NBC tonight. Yeah, he was last seen gazing up at the redwoods. Looked like a lineup to me, Lindsey. Anyway, so he was on NBC tonight commenting. Let's watch.
If there are questions that haven't been answered in the hours and hours and hours of testimony I've given, of course I'll answer them. I want it all done in the light of day, though. No more secret depositions. Public hearings serve the public interest. And so if there are questions to be asked about how we handle this investigation or any other, let me know when you want me.
No, he's ready.
Okay, so one is going to be in public, and I'm going to give you a heads up. But one of the questions I'm going to ask you, did Bruce Orr tell you you shouldn't trust Christopher Steele? And how much time and attention did you put into verifying the dossier before you certified to the court that it was reliable? So there you go. Think about it. Come to the committee here soon, and you'll give me the answer in public. You will testify, my friend, in public, not behind closed doors, and you will answer for your time as FBI director.
Now, I want to get your take on another event that happened to one of your former colleagues, Senator Joe Biden. Now, he seems poised to launch a presidential bid,
right.
But like a lot of the Democratic candidates, he has to say he's sorry about a lot of what he did. Now, here he's attempting to apologize for how Anita Hill, my old boss Clarence Thomas, confirmation hearings. Let's watch.
There were a bunch of white guys. She faced a committee that didn't fully understand what the hell it was all about. To this day, I regret I couldn't come up with a way to get her the kind of hearing she deserved.
He's a good guy. If he's not proud of the life he's lived, why should we make him president? I mean, if you really have to apologize for most of the things you've done in your political life, why should we pick you for being president?
But I think his comment is actually racially charged. And when I say that, I think by saying if it's a panel of white men, you can't be fair.
Here's Joe's
What is
problem.
that? That is judging someone based on race.
The problem,
I thought we weren't supposed to do that.
The problem is that the party of Joe Biden's dead, and he's trying to find a way in the new party. And in the new party, you have to apologize because if you're a white guy, you can't possibly be fair. This is what's going to undercut him, because I like Joe Biden. I like the real Joe Biden. I think he's been wrong on policy, but what he's doing now is putting in question whether or not he's authentic. Do you really believe he thinks that this apology is sincere, or is he just trying to position himself for political advantage? I think he's apologizing to get an advantage in a crazy primary.
Lindsey Graham, it is so great to see you. Don't be a stranger. Thanks for staying up late.